And hello, Discord members. We're going to do a little custom weather here. I mentioned in my video I made, I put up last night. There was a route that I really, really enjoyed. I used it as an example of, didn't get great reviews. I really like it. This is the route. We are on the Midland main line. And I was watching a video earlier just about this very station. We are going to be at London St. Pancras, going all the way up to Nottingham, which has got a really great train station. And we are in a train with even better views than the 66 kit, so you should like this. 9:45 in the morning. It is October, so we should have the trees all changing color and that, and I love this route. It's the route that it's like, are the trains fun? Are the stations fun? Is it pretty to look at? Does it perform well? This does. Unlock the doors. Okie dokie. There we go. Safety system's on. Master key on. Headlights. I want day headlights and markers. And this is the Class 43. It has like a 6 or 8 foot window. And this thing can go 125 miles an hour. I'm just saying. It's great on the Great Western Main Line. The GWR, which I think you should have probably anyway. And we'll get the doors locked. And reverser to forward. Get the brakes off. Instrument lights. The brakes on this, they take a minute to come off. And this is a heavy train. It is solid, thick steel. What is our line speed? Here we go. Oh, look at that smoke, baby. Yeah, snap me around, whatever. Oh, I like it with the fog. Maybe you put a little too much fog on it. This takes a bit of time to get up to speed, but once she gets moving. We got the beautiful Midlands livery on it. Back inside, because that's how I prefer to drive. And with these windows, what is wrong with this route? What was the line speed for here? Up to 110. Give it the beans. Oh, the sounds on this thing are just glorious. If you don't have this train, it comes with the route in the Midlands livery. You tell me what is wrong with this. And wait till you see the big sweeping turns and the Didcot power station. The trees are looking good. You know what? I'm going to turn those off. It's not turning them on. There. Now I don't have to worry about that silly stuff. Back outside. Oh, look at that. Now you tell me what is wrong with this. There's the performance. Y'all know my computer specs are in the bottom of every video I've ever made for over 5 years. With the early morning fog, inside before it snaps me inside. 110 or 125 on here. Wrong one. 120. And we're chasing yellow somewhat. Am I stopping anywhere? East Midlands Parkway. Okay. 15 miles. That won't take long. Like, this is a lovely route. I mean, I think it is. Look at these beautiful, wide, sort of sweeping turns. They go on for like a mile. Like, they're not tight. They just kind of swoop through the countryside. It's awesome. It reminds me of riding a motorcycle, where you just get one of those big, wide, sweeping turns. You just throw the bike over to the side a bit, and you just ride it through. We can coast now. You know, okay, fine, it doesn't have the passenger announcements and all that, like, whatever. In real life, you would never hear them inside this car anyway. Inside this cab. These things are really pretty soundproof and airproof. Thing is, you got that big honking diesel engine sitting right there. But, I mean, I think this is a lovely route. It's got a nice balance. I'm going to put that back on because I got to know where the heck I'm going. I've already done this and got the platinum medal, so I'm not really worried about the points. But, this is what I mean when I said in the video. Are the trains fun? Do they work properly? Are they fun to drive? You're not going to get much more fun than the HST. You know, I mean, about the only other things faster than it are probably the ICE 3 in Germany and the LGV on the Marseille line in France. I'm not really worried about the schedule. Like I said, I don't care about the points. I've already done this scenario and got the highest medal you can get, so I just don't want to have to stop and start, so I'm chasing yellows right now. I'm probably chasing, what is on here, a 170? A Turbo Star, I think? But you got industry and that over on the sides. Aggregate plant with stone. I just love, I mean, maybe I'm just being too simple, but I love these wide sweeping turns. I wish it was a little bit more open. It feels like I'm in a corridor, if you will. But I mean, really, a railway is a corridor. So, you know, I can't really fault it for that. And it's absolutely lovely route. Great performance. Wide open, sweeping turns. I can't say. You know, the trains are fun to drive. It's an interesting part of England. The famous, or infamous to some, the Didcot Power Station. I don't know if it's a nuclear power plant, like it got converted, or it was originally a coal power plant and converted to nuclear or something. I don't even know if you can do that. But we should see that on here in a little bit. You'll see it off in the distance. You'll see 6 massive cooling towers. 6 or 8. Like, I'm sorry, what is wrong with this? You know, now when it, supposedly it got updated, Skyhook Games went back and addressed a couple of things. And it got slightly more favorable reviews then. But of course you have, you know, people that'll just say, yeah, well, you should have released it in that state in the first place. Thumbs down, don't buy. I got it in the sale. And it connects Leicester, Nottingham, and London St. Pancras together. Beautiful part of England. And I mean, I think it's lovely. You're not going to beat that frame rate. It's deadlock 65, 64.85 kind of thing. I love it. I love Nottingham Station. And I really like the power station. And these wide sweeping turns, you know, now it's opened up some. You're more in the English countryside proper with the odd sort of small city. Yeah, a bit of hiccups. It happens. I'm also on Ultra, so take that into consideration. I'm like, if I'm getting 65, I'm going to Ultra. And I also don't know what the heck Windows is maybe doing in the background. But having the odd hiccup, I'm totally used to that. Whether it be in Train Sim, about the only one that doesn't really have it in any great amount is Truck Sim. And we will start to slow down. I thought I turned you off. Oh. We can get you down to initial. Ah, this coffee is awesome. Yeah, it may have added a little too much fog. And there's the Ditcott power station. There's 8 of them. And they are functional with steam coming out of the cooling towers. And I'm going to say that is a coal-powered plant. Based on having, unless that's a factory over by there, because quite often factories will build near power stations, especially if they're a high electricity user. Even not trying to be on time, I'm still on time. Like I said, and I wasn't even driving the speed limit. So you've got like padding in the schedule, which is awesome. If you typically have trouble with schedule, especially in the HST, because it goes at a good clip. Perfect, almost. Now, the doors are over there, buddy. You're not getting up here with me. You know, that is what I was referencing. That parking lot should have been on the other side. Who cares? I don't know. Look at that. That's impressive. I think it was like I'm in Canada, right? So the prices are different. I think it was like $18. And the doors closed literally almost instantly. And Nottingham is next in 7 miles. It's not the longest route in the world. You know, that could be something people will knock it for, I guess. But now this section coming up, if I recall, it's one where it has like a 2-mile long sweeping curve, which is just awesome. Especially when you're going along at like 100 and something miles an hour. But I mean, you can't tell me that is not impressive. Matter of fact, I want a screenshot of that. Oh, dang, I lost the other. It'll come back into view. There. Perfect. Full power. Fog sort of settling kind of inside the tunnel. And we go to the right. Now we got this curve. This is what made me fall in love with it. So this route is set up like a T. I don't know where that line goes to. Maybe somebody that lives around East Midlands and that could tell me where that line would go to. But as you see, these turns just continue one after the other because I can show you on the route map. That's where we're going. We started down there. Not the largest route, I grant you that. But it's fun. It's got freight on it. You can drive a 66. You can drive an HST. I'm not sure which other one comes with it. I think it's a Turbo Star. Could be a networker. I'm not sure. Slow down just a little bit. More industry, more smaller towns. Probably, you know, everybody in town works in one of those factories. Love the smoke coming out of the exhaust. It looks awesome. I have no idea what that is. Aggregate, I guess. Dirt. Yeah, the ground's a little shiny, let's be honest. But who knows? Maybe they're trying to say, yeah, well, you've got fog, which means you've got dew. Any fish? You know, so, is it a perfect route? No. I'd like to see those animated. Those diggers. But I mean, there's a lot of other routes I bought over the 2010, 11? I started with Train Sim World Classic, somewhere around then, maybe 12. So what, 13 years? I bought a lot of routes over those years that have disappointed me a lot more than this would. I think this route's awesome. Yes, it's short. There's short routes. A lot of industry along here. I've got to look into what kind of freight I know it has freight on this route, because this is a very industrial sort of area. A lot of these towns rely on industry. I'll do some initial braking. I think we're getting close. That's the reason why. Single yellow, which means we have a red. Yes, we do. Didn't mean to leave them on. I thought I turned them off. Is that not a pretty sight? I mean, I think it is. Maybe I'm just easily impressed. I don't know. But I like this route, as short as it is. It's got passenger, it's got freight. It's got fun locos to drive. And of course, if you want, you know, you just load up at a station like King's Cross and just drop the 40 HST onto a track. Make it with 8 cars and drive to your heart's content wherever you want to go. Oh, you see, I'm like 5 minutes early. AWS guarding the red signal. Do not stop on a magnet. DRA on. I think there's a train coming out that I gotta wait on. Yeah, I thought so. I don't know if that's a factory, a university, or what. It looks like a factory. I really like the Nottingham station. I like the facade of it. I can tell you right now what we're waiting on. We're waiting on them, I think. And it doesn't tell me what. Yeah, you see, I've got to come down along here. So I'm going into the platform that he vacated. And he will be coming right on up on this track over here. Unless it's a stopping service. Oh, over here. Okay. Oh yeah, left-hand side. DRA off. Signal is green. Get ready to acknowledge the AWS when we drive over it. The brakes do take a minute to come off. Interesting, it didn't go off. Usually would with a yellow light. Let's just get up to 25 and we go in. Oh no, we got a 15, eh? Okay. Another sweeping turn going into the station. I know, I keep saying it, but I really like wide, long, sweeping turns like this. Not too sharp, and you just glide around them. This looks awesome with the fog. Maybe a little bit too much I put on, but... The red is at the end of the platform. And there is Nottingham. Where does the sheriff live? He's probably locked up in that tower. And here we go. Welcome to Nottingham. Really big back in the day with steam, I'm going to say. Especially with the wide open roof. Those are charities that Dovetail supports to stay. It's about mental health and that. That's why you see the posters, and they'll be being added to all the routes on platforms. And no, Dovetail doesn't charge them for putting them in the game. There you go. What I want to see what that train is. Over there. Like what... just for my own mental curiosity. Oh, you're not going to let me see? Oh, I hate that. But there you go. That is like kind of the criteria I have for what makes a fun route, regardless of whether people say it's garbage or whatever. I enjoy it. You heard me. I was having fun on it. It's got a nice selection of trains. Yeah, it's a short route, and you're basically going between these two places. It does have freight. It does use the 66, which has good views. So there you go. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying themselves, either in Train Sim World 6 or Microsoft Flight Simulator or X-Plane or whatever. And we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.